The woman is preparing to travel through a wormhole to Vega, 26 light years away. As the hatch closes, everything is ready. Then, to boost her rocket's launch, sending the ring into high-speed rotation, the strong magnetic field causes the surrounding matter to change, and it interferes with Ellie's communication with the command center. As the rotation speed increases, a strange light appears at the center of the launch pad. 10 seconds of countdown and the launch sequence begins. The massive energy generated almost flips the command ship over. Afterward, Ellie falls into the wheel, losing contact with the command center. She feels as though she's falling into a strange tunnel at high speed. Then there's another massive vortex, which seems like a wormhole. Not sure how much time passes, a light appears ahead, and after a flash of blue light, the spacecraft comes to a stop. Outside is a dazzling star, before Ellie can react. The spacecraft enters another wormhole. It seems like the previous one was just a transfer station. She feels that these wormholes are like a transportation system. Soon after, the spacecraft stops again. Outside is a quadruple star system. Ellie can't help but admire the beauty of the universe, while the planet's surface shines with lights. It seems there is extraterrestrial civilization here too. Then Ellie is thrown into another wormhole. This time, the bumps are even more intense. Ellie is thrown from her seat, floating in the air. The violent shaking loosens her seat, which is tossed to the top. Where the flashlight shines, it looks like a transparent window. She looks outside and sees a breathtakingly beautiful galaxy, almost like a fairyland. Ellie is stunned, unable to put the immense beauty into words. While marveling at the sight, she suddenly jumps to a beach. Above her is a beautiful nebula, seemingly within reach, yet impossibly distant. Ellie is shocked by the strange sight. Then, a vague figure walks toward her. Ellie instantly becomes tense. But when it gets closer, she realizes it's her father. This can't be real because her father has been dead for years. After a moment of emotional shock, Ellie quickly regains her composure. She realizes she must have fainted in the spacecraft, and the Vega civilization downloaded her thoughts. To make it easier to approach her, they took the form of her father, and this beach is where she used to play with her father when she was a child. The alien confirms that Ellie's analysis is correct, and tells her that the wormholes were created by an even older civilization. Through the wormholes, many civilizations have established contact with them. These transfer stations are the best proof humanity is not alone in the universe. Exploring the universe requires the joint efforts of many civilizations, and establishing contact is just the first step. Ellie still has many questions, but the alien advises her to take it slow. There will be more paths ahead, but patience is required. Just then, a sky full of meteors flashes by, as if countless civilizations are passing through here, transiting to other star systems. Then Ellie's spacecraft falls into a safety net and crashes into the sea. Communication with the command center is restored. Ellie asks how long she's been gone. The commander responds that she's never left, but Ellie insists that she's been gone for 18 hours. She asks them to check her footage, but the footage is just static. Meanwhile, the command center's footage shows the spacecraft crossing the launch pad and falling into the water in less than a second. Ellie firmly believes that Earth's 1 second is equivalent to her 18 hours. Later, an official hearing is held. Officials believe that everything Ellie saw was just a hallucination, without footage, and because it's far beyond what anyone can comprehend. Ellie is left speechless. Officials even suggest that this whole thing was a scam from the start. But who could have had the resources and power to pull that off? Ellie immediately thinks of the billionaire. However, Hardin is already dead at the space station. After the hearing, Ellie walks out of the building. Outside, there's a crowd of people wanting to know the truth. When reporters ask her questions, John firmly believes everything Ellie said is true. Ellie feels relieved. The world is large, but sometimes, even just one person's unwavering support is enough. As for whether Ellie's story is true, a secret report given to the officials provides an answer. Although Ellie's footage is a blank, it's a blank lasting 18 hours. This coincides perfectly with the 18-hour journey Ellie described. To avoid panic, officials have decided to hide the truth. In the days that followed, Ellie continues to search for signals from extraterrestrial civilizations. And in her spare time, she teaches children about astronomy. Whenever a child asks about aliens, Ellie uses the words her father once told her to guide them to appreciate astronomy. The universe is so vast, and if humans are the only ones here, wouldn't that be a waste of space? She encourages them to find their own answers when they grow up.